is up, my beautiful Libra gemstones? It's your girl Gemma Jade, and I am here with your February 2022 monthly intuitive oracle reading. Now, sometimes you'll be able to see my face in the videos and sometimes no, and that depends on if it's very early or very late, and I don't have my face on, and it's very late right now, and I don't. So I figured I just want to get all of these videos out. I was trying to release them all at once, but I had something happen, a tragedy in my family that kind of gave me about a week of a setback. Stay tuned to the end to find out where else you can find me and how to get a personal. I do something a little bit differently than I've seen most oracle readers do, and that's I will pull a base spread and then I will clarify and pull one card from the universe and your angels. I will also read what the book says, and then I will tell you what I'm getting intuitively. I call on spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guardian angels, guardians, any otherworldly attachments you may have, like shapeshifter, extraterrestrial, fairy, earth angel, starseed, the universe, the cosmos, any beings higher dimensional, higher elevational of love, light, and peace. I'm a little stuttery, but that's only because I'm very nervous. I read oracle publicly and privately all the time, but this is the launch of a new channel. What I'm hoping to be doing by next month is to have them all released the last week of this month so that you can all have them for March. Right now, I'm picking the order that I do them in very randomly. There's really no system to it. I don't want to go, you know, regular order starting with Aries or backwards starting with Pisces. Eventually I'm going to be doing it based on the number of likes, but because I couldn't get them all out at the same time, I figured that would be very unfair, because then the first few videos that I released would have more likes and views and all that. But I will come up with a system, no worries. So with all that being said, let's get 3 cards for Libra for the month of February 2022. Okay. I do take pop-outs. I usually do not take reversals. I especially don't take reversals if the deck does not have a reversal. Oh, decks. That's right. Your base deck is Into the Lonely Woods. Your clarification, Magic of You Oracle. And message from your angels and guides, the Angels of Atlantis. I figured that was fitting, and those actually are really good cards for messages from your angels and guides. Oh, I got 2 there, so we'll take them. Your first card, card number 40, do not hide your light. Second card, card number 28, when all seems ended. And third card, card number 25, death moves amongst us. Let's just get started. If you see me taking a drink or you see a little bit of a green can here, that's my Red Bull. And we all must have our vices, right, Libra? Once you get to know me, you'll understand a lot better. Do not hide your light, card number 40. What is the light that we hold within? The love we have, the fullness of our dreams, the urge for joy that we shackle till we give ourselves limits that make us feel blinded to the truth of all that we are. The light within you is longing to be freed. It will not vanish, be stolen, or shrivel if you take it from its hidden place. Bring it forth and let the light within you lead. Know that the sense of being the only person with the strange shining within will be replaced in time with the knowledge that your light helps us all escape our prisons, that your light illuminates the darkness of the lonesome path. The world needs your light. Libra, going through maybe a period of withdrawal, maybe a little depression. I'm not a doctor or psychiatrist in any way, not medical advice, but maybe, you know, we get some seasonal depression sometimes, we get some weather-related depression, or just life in general kind of gets us bogged down. I feel like you could be going through something very emotional. And this is obviously a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. And this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you don't know your astrology, Google free natal report and you will get one. Okay, sorry about that. Had to make that clear. Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising, Libra, you will get a more full picture of what is going on for the month for you. And I will remember to say that in the beginning eventually, but again, this is a new channel. So anyway, I feel like most of you are going through something, okay? The Libra collective is going through maybe a time of sadness, of introversion, of introspection. I feel a little bit of why me? Even with these other 2 cards here, this is a new deck, but I mean, the titles of them are pretty self-explanatory. And I feel like you've kind of been keeping to yourself, whether you're introverted by nature or recently. Libra is usually, again, depending on the astrology, the social butterfly, the peacemaker, the scales, the balance, right? But there are some of you out there who are more introverted, more shy, who don't like being around a lot of people, who don't like having all the attention on them or being the life of the party. I feel like with this Mercury retrograde, which is about to end as I film this on February 5th, I feel like we've all been in our heads a lot. The air signs more, I mean, all signs more so than usual, but Libra being an air sign, you've especially been overthinking everything. I mean, thinking things through to the point of getting no action done. And I feel like when you go into this place of introversion, introspection, you're really robbing the world of your beauty and your light and what you have to offer. I feel like a lot of you may be questioning this month, and have been for a couple of months or a little while now, what it is you do have to offer the world. I feel like we're going to clarify, but the only way that we can find out what we have to offer the world is to go out and join the world, right? And meet and connect with people. That doesn't mean you have to go to places where there's hundreds of people and intermingle, but that does mean reconnecting with old friends who were very close, spending more time with family members, and really appreciating, Libra, that life is short, okay? You don't have to be alone. If you're going through a breakup or a divorce, it's understandable. You know, there are so many scenarios that are understandable that you would be more withdrawn, but in the month of February, I really feel like the universe wants you to pull yourself out of that shell, because there is a person or a group of people you're going to be, I don't want to say meeting, because I feel like it could be a person you already know that you're really going to connect with on a profound level, that you never even looked at this person or this group of people like you'd be this close with them. Somebody definitely is going to need you this month, and if you're not putting yourself out there, how will they be able to rely and depend on you? Card number 28, when all seems ended. We sculpt our lives until its shape is familiar, and we create patterns and stories and rituals around these shapes, all of which make up the beautiful moments of our days. We have a whole world, and yet sometimes that world, through no decision we have made, comes to its ending. It is this moment for you. All that once was will soon be the past. What is no longer is what was. And that kingdom that was, I'm so sorry, the way this is written is so crazy. And that kingdom that was is no more, yet you are still standing. In truth, every living being is always in flux and change. Beneath the surface, at a deep level, the world keeps moving through her cycles. To live is to change. Take a moment to look upon what once was, to let it go, to give it honor, to say goodbye, and then to slowly stumble into the mysterious unknown, which holds what will become the beautiful future. So maybe you're having trouble letting go. If it's not of a person or a situation, if it's not of a person, it could be of a situation. Okay, maybe, you know, you're not hanging out with your high school friends anymore. Your old way of living, there's something that has changed drastically about it. And the universe is saying, you know, things are going to be different from here on out. But that doesn't mean you have to give up and hide your light and withdraw. That's all the more reason for you to get back out there. Stay focused and committed to kind of assimilating to this new way of life, because the universe is offering that it's going to be beautiful. You got the birds here flying all around, the wind in this little creature's hair, and the breeze kind of blowing, and some people could look like these birds are fighting. But I don't see that. I see that it's just stormy and they're just having trouble finding their balance, okay? These birds are. And as this creature watches them, maybe thinking, you know, this is silly. Or if you notice, the body is made of hair. We can't see any legs. Could be just ready to blow away, okay? I feel like your legs have been pulled out from under you. And obviously, again, this is not for everybody, but I do feel like at least one person really needs to hear this. Something has come to an end either by tragedy or just by perhaps sickness. You know, I'm not going to talk about that, but everything going on in the world that's affected a lot of people, including me personally. But no matter what it is, the universe is promising you that if you continue forward and you don't let your anxieties and your fears and your pain and your heartbreak get the best of you, your light, shine your light out. If you can do that, You are going to receive abundance and blessing. Please start a gratitude list this month. Wake up in the morning at least 3 to 4 times a week if you can't do it every day, and write down 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 blessings in your life. Death moves amongst us, card number 25. With the full expression of this life comes the knowledge that death walks among us. Within every breath and every step dwells the mortality so many feel. Do not deny this ending. Honor those who have left this life with ceremony, ritual, and respect. Acknowledge that they are no longer here in the same way, for there will be many deaths in your life. Learn to live with the truth so that death is not a fearful enemy, but a gateway to another life. You have been so many forms. Before we can become again, we must pass through death's gateway and let our souls wander free for a time. We can then wisely choose what comes next on the path of the soul. So for some of you, this is obviously going to be talking about an actual death, somebody dying. Not in the month of February, maybe in the month of February, but I think this is something that's already happened that you're really struggling to deal with. All 3 of these cards, okay? I'm feeling that this month, Libra. What this could also mean, well, let me start with that. What the universe wants you to know is, you know, death is a part of life. There are people that we're connected with here and on the other side. That's what a soulmate is. That's what a soul bond, a soul contract is. So just because someone is gone, you know, being a psychic, I know spirits exist. I know that when we pass on, it's only our body that does so. Libra, an air sign, you know, a lot of you don't believe in the supernatural, depending again on your astrology. But I feel like the universe is not asking you to give up on this person or to just let them go blowing in the wind, but to understand that all is not ended. They're still with you for sure. To know that it was their time. The creator, okay, decides that. And don't let it affect you to where you withdraw, okay, and where you're not putting yourself out there for fear. For a lot of you, I feel like if this wasn't an actual death, and it's so rare that I get a reading, I think it's only happened one other time with a different deck that was talking about actual death. But for a lot of you, it's the death of something, the ending of a really long part of your life, okay? Something very substantial, like a divorce, getting fired or laid off from a job, or even quitting a job, a major move across the country or out of the country or to the other side of the state, whatever. I feel like something is definitely coming to an end with this card. And I don't feel like it's something that you're really choosing for the most part for most of you, okay? I feel like it's something that you kind of are having to deal with. I think what the universe is saying, and I'm going to clarify, is that, again, you're going to be okay. The universe, spirit, the cosmos is imploring you, Libra, to pull yourself out of this slump and rut. And the promise in the month of February of abundance, clarity, something so much better than what's ending here or what has ended is coming in for you. If you would just get yourself out there, open your eyes to see it. You are blinded to it right now because of suffering, pain, or even anger, okay? The first card of clarification from the Wisdom of the House of Night deck is card number 4, and that's the card of doable. The key is within your grasp. What you seek is within your grasp. As with all yeses, there are adjustments. Release yourself from a lingering mental prison of fear that you are not enough and that you are not worthy. You have the right key. Don't doubt it. It's time to be grateful for your teachers, even the ones whose lessons you didn't necessarily like. Past lovers, past employers, bullies, cyber stalkers all had lessons to teach you. Incredibly, when you meditate on gratitude for these lessons, the struggles around you dissipate. The key to opening the rest of your life hovers within your grasp. It's yours to use. The girl of doable fearlessly breaks through the glass ceiling and grabs the potent symbol of her getting of wisdom, the golden key. Tears of blood are shed. Residues of past pains and losses reflected in the carved face on the entryway above her are now transformed into power and assertiveness. If this card is drawn at a time when you are seeking to step up into the next widely acknowledged level of success, whether it be career advancement, passing a test, being accepted into an institute of learning, this card indicates that the answer is yes. So this card is really going along with all 3 of these, not just one. where it's saying release yourself, Libra, from a lingering mental prison. Stop doubting that you're not worthy. Be grateful for your teachers, okay? Be grateful even for the things that have caused you pain, for the people who have caused you pain and anger, because they made you who you are today. And who you are today is a badass mother effer who is on the cusp of something amazing. You are about to start realizing your dreams. If you can pull yourself out of this sadness, okay? I'm getting tangible sadness. This is such a sad reading. I am overwhelmed with emotion right now, but the universe is saying, here's the key to everything you ever wanted. Get started working on it. Better now than later. It's not now or never, but do you want to wait another 10 years to, go back to school when you could do it now? Do you want to wait another 10 years to, change jobs so you can have a higher paying position? Why not do it now? Step out into the world, Libra, okay? Be grateful for everyone and everything in your life. Be grateful for your life, okay? The universe has a plan for you. I just got a message. This summer is going to be profoundly changing your life. Abundance, being spoilt for choice. I mean, just so much. But you have to get through this slump. This is like the worst slump I've ever seen in a reading. Sacrifice. What can you let go of? Do you feel you're being kept in the dark? Do you feel like you're buried? Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you are not buried but planted. Soon it will be your time to bloom, to be aware and to know. But for now you must merge with the darkness in order to grow. The maiden has sacrificed her ego to become her primal self. Her reptile-like spine descends from her pineal gland and plunges deep into the earth, rooting her into the mother's dark embrace and plugging her into Gaia's source. Gaia being Mother Earth, and the pineal gland being your third eye. Is she emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it? Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, she is planted. On the other, she is blooming. When this card appears, it is time to consider what you are willing to sacrifice, to let go of. What are you prepared to recycle in yourself, in people, places, and things around you in order to nourish and grow? The harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. And I feel like the answer is right here. You have to let go of the pain. You have to let go of the past. You have to let go of your fear of change, your fear of rejection. February can be a very abundant time for you, a very abundant month, Libra. But I feel like your growth has been stunted by some major either tragedy or disappointment. And a lot of you are actually feeling a lot of anger that you can't see past. I would really recommend some meditation, okay? If you don't have time, if you're like, Gemma, I don't have time to freaking meditate. I'm busy, whatever. Put it in your earbuds when you lay down for bed at night. Binaural beats, scalar healing, okay? Guided meditations for shadow work, past life regressions. Are they going to be as good as if you're working with a healer or a teacher? No. But it works. You know how they say you can learn a language in your sleep? You can be healed in your sleep. I've been doing it for months and months. Am I healed? No. Am I getting better? Heck yes. I'm a Libra moon. I get it. I'm going through a tragedy. I'm going through a lot of change. I'm going through, going through. And I could take all of this advice myself. I recently had my first death of my whole life of somebody that I was close enough to that it affected me. Okay, just last week. So I get it. Okay, I get the pain. I get the wanting to withdraw. I get everything feeling like it's ended. Okay, but I also know that the key is within my grasp, and I'm willing to sacrifice a lot to get to where I want to be with my career and in my life and financially. You have to focus on the end game, okay? I feel like you don't know all of like why whatever happened. Obviously, if it's a real death, like an actual death of somebody, you may not ever know the answer as to why they were taken. But I feel like if it's something else, like, somebody did ask for a divorce, or you were laid off or fired from a job, or you did, you were for some reason have to move across the country or out of the country. I feel like you don't have all the answers yet. I feel like not only not hiding your light, putting the light out there to kind of be a beacon or a flashlight, if nothing else, for you to be able to figure out what it is that's being kept from you. In the month of February, you do not have all the answers, but please consider some meditation, shadow work, okay? Some of you I see have nothing but time. You feel like you've lost everything, and that's just not the case. Card number 5, the card of effervescence. Cultivate love. Love is always the key, right? Love is budding, blooming, and blossoming around you. The energy of new love helps all things grow, not just relationships. The potential for love is limitless right now. All blocks and obstacles are lifting and the way ahead is clear. Be confident, optimistic, and joyful. If you've drawn this card at a time when you're feeling lonely or disillusioned, it's a sign to cultivate love in other areas in order to infuse the arid part of your life with nourishing passion. The more love and joy you can feel in pursuits and aspects, the more this energy will flow into the areas that you feel you are lacking. The maiden contemplates the beauty of her life. Her white dress denotes purity and simplicity. Its hem is dipped in violet, which confers spiritual enlightenment. She senses the sweet energy of love and optimism bubbling up and blooming. The green hues of spring and newness form a halo of light around her. She is growing. Okay, so love coming in for a lot of you, all of you, really. It doesn't have to be romantic love. Again, I feel like there's some kind of connection with somebody that you didn't expect to have, but I feel like you're connecting with this person and you're like, wow, I didn't even think it was possible to have a relationship like this with this person, you know, maybe this, and I feel like this person is going to be a very important part of pulling you out of all this, helping you heal from it. Again, whether romantic or otherwise. I feel like love is the key. Start shining your light, helping others maybe get through whatever tragedy, pain, or ending that you are going through right now. Libra, I feel like in your efforts to always be fair, to never have to deal with any kind of confrontation or, you know, your sweet Libra self, I feel like if you put yourself out there and really start helping others, okay, or maybe help someone who's going through the same thing as you and they can help you, that type deal, I feel like it's really going to be very therapeutic. But I would really, really recommend meditation. If you're feeling any kind of actual depression, I feel like a lot of you are, then it's time to see a doctor as well. This is not medical advice and should be taken generally. I'm worried for some of you. I really am. I don't ever get readings like this. This is horrible. It's just horrible, this feeling that a lot of you are feeling. Cultivating love. Find love wherever you go. Find love in the tragedy, okay? But also find love for yourself, okay? Let your light shine and love yourself. I feel like by doing that, okay, it's going to shine a light in all of this darkness when all seem ended. See how it's black and white? And you shine the light there and it's going to glow. Okay, the key to doing anything you want to do is within your grasp, but you have to figure out what it is you want to sacrifice. Death is a part of life, not only physical death, but death as in endings, winters, right? Things like relationships, jobs, just parts of our lives. Like, you know, we go from our 20s to our 30s and our 30s to our 40s, and our 20s is much different than our 30s and our 30s is much different than our 40s. And we grow and we change. If you can start cultivating love in the month of February, pull yourself out of this slump as best as you can, and by any and all means necessary, by March, April, May, definitely by June, July, August, by summer, by your next birthday, Libra, when it's Libra season, you are going to be on top and you are going to have attained things that you never even thought possible for yourself. Okay, you really have to do some soul searching, okay, and maybe be a little more self-sacrificing and also not as much self-pitying. Spend time with people who are going to lift you up and make you feel good, not people who are psychically or energetically vampiric, especially this month. Usually you have pretty good energy where you can handle that sort of stuff far longer than most people. I think Pisces is the only other sign that can really handle psychically, spiritually, mentally, even physically vampiric people. But this month, I think you're going to have a little issue with it. So try not to spend time around anyone like that. You'll know it because you'll be drained the minute that you even just say hi to them on the street. A message from your guides and angels. You got the Archangel Michael, and the message is, I am presence. I am presence. This card reminds you that the throne of your spiritual sovereignty is awaiting you and that you have all the power of the Creator within you. When we discover our soul's purpose and allow ourselves to be initiated into the world as a spiritual seeker, we are often disregarded by others simply because the divine can't be missing from other people's lives. The divine can be missing from other people's lives, excuse me. Michael wishes you to sit on the throne of your true power in the universal wisdom of the one mind, the I am presence. This is the moment when divine compassion moves through you and alerts you to the fact that what you see without is also within. Feel your throne as the seat of empathy. Through your chant how, oh my gosh, I just destroyed this. Sorry, I had a little camera thing. I apologize. I'm just going to reread this. I am presence. This card reminds you that the throne of your spiritual sovereignty is awaiting you and that you have all of the power of the Creator within you. When we discover our soul's purpose and allow ourselves to be initiated into the world as a spiritual seeker, we are often disregarded by others simply because the divine can be missing from other people's lives. Michael wishes you to sit on the throne of your true power in the universal wisdom of the one mind in the I am presence. This is the moment when divine compassion moves through you and alerts you to the fact that what you see without is also within. Feel your throne as the seat of empathy and chant "Ha" through your base chakra to support this energy. Again, with the meditation, right? These cards all have that, but I don't always read them. Your base chakra, I would look into that because you could have a blockage there, okay? Libra. You are the only thing in your own way, okay, this month. I understand its emotions, its feelings, but you're an air sign, okay? Think things through. The universe wants you this month to think things through. Stop feeling so much. The Mercury retrograde puts everyone in their heads, and in my opinion, some people would disagree. I find that air signs, I know a lot of air signs, makes them more emotional. And I feel like you're not thinking clearly and concisely as you normally would be as a Libra, as an air sign, okay? Libra, please do everything you can. Get out in the community or get online. If you're not comfortable being around people right now, get online. Show your true colors, your true face, okay? Don't wear any masks at this time. Something is being hidden from you in the month of February. If you really put your mind to it, you can figure out what it is. Cultivate love. I feel like you're cultivating some kind of loving relationship with somebody right now that's going to turn into something beautiful and amazing and lifelong. Whether or not it's romantic or not, I don't know. I can't really see. I think for some of you it will be romantic and for some of you it won't. This girl who is planted, I feel like your psychic intuition is so on point this month, okay? You may even be able to connect with spirit, all right? Don't wallow in self-pity anymore. And I feel like regardless of anything, Libra, if you can just get out there, and by get out there, I mean, obviously, you can also get online. Just cultivate a new group of friends. I feel like there's something in your life that you're so used to, a way of living or, you know, a certain amount of money or having someone there that's coming to an end, that you're kind of thrown for a loop. It's okay to sit in this for February. The universe would prefer that you didn't, but if you really have to, it's all right. But come time for March, it's really going to be time to pull yourself out of it. So why not start working on it now? Libra, that's all I have for you for this month. I really hope this helps. If you would like a personal intuitive oracle reading with me, please email me at moonbearoracle@gmail.com. That's moonbearoracle, all one word, @gmail.com. And I can give you a personal reading just for you. I do it many, many different ways, many, many different spreads. So we could do it face to face, or I can do it remotely. totally up to you. I have another channel, simply my name, Gemma Jade. I'll try to leave a link in the description box where I cover the paranormal, the supernatural, extraterrestrial, some true crime. On that channel, I do once a week a live stream from 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time till around 10:45, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, where I read one oracle card intuitively for everyone who comes into the stream who wants one. First come, first serve. But I think maybe one time I had to turn 2 people away, and I've been doing this for months and months. So come on in. It's an amazing time. People don't just come in for readings. They come in, they hang out. It's a beautiful community that I feel like we've all in there built up around this. On Friday nights, you can find me on Paranormal Chop Shop with Jake Smith, Chad Smith, and my Sunny Bear. Those are my boys, my brothers. Okay, and we just have a good time. I'm there from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, but they do stay longer. They start at 9 Eastern. On the weekends, you can find me with my other YouTube family on Spaced Out Radio from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. on the After Hour Show with Big Willie Townsend and John Hudson, and we talk everything supernatural, paranormal, extraterrestrial, just like on my channel. We bring the woo, everything in between. Pretty much everything goes when it comes to the woo community, right? And I'm really excited about that show specifically. So please go on over there to Spaced Out Radio and check that out. I'll leave a link for at least one of all of the shows I just mentioned in the description box. Also in the description box, you will find ways to donate to the channel, PayPal, CashApp, and Amazon wishlist gift link. And I'm putting the Patreon for my other channel there too, because that's for my oracle decks and things for my office and to keep the channel running, equipment, all that kind of stuff. I share the same office for both channels, so I figured until I can get a Patreon up and running for this channel, until I get enough subscribers. So if you donate there or become a Patreon there, it's just double access. You'll have access to the exclusives from this channel and the exclusives from that channel. All right. So Libra, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really, really hope this helps you. And I hope that you can pull yourself out of this. Again, if you want a personal reading, hit me up, MoonBearOracle@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and spread the love by sharing. I'm really nervous about trying to grow this channel, about launching this channel. That's kind of why the reading's a bit choppy. Like I said, normally I show my face, but it's just sometimes I'm in a big hurry and it's late at night and I've got to get it done. So that's why you don't see my lovely face. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Be kind to each other. It doesn't cost anything. Be kind to yourselves and never accept anything less than others being kind to you. Always go in grace, smile at a stranger, and I'll see you next time, Libra. Bye-bye.